Hello and welcome. This lesson is going to be about volumes of prisms, cylinders, pyramids, and cones. So we're going to learn the different formulas. And the first one is going to be about prisms. The formula is volume equals the area of the base times the height of the prism. So here we're going to start with the formula, area of the base times height. We look at the base here. The base is a rectangle, so we're going to plug it in, the formula for the rectangle, which is base times the height of the pyramid. Please notice that this h stands for the height of the base, which is the rectangle, and this is the height of the prism, which is how high is this three-dimensional um, figure. Okay, so there we go. We have the base of the rectangle, which is 7, times its height, which is 3, times the height of the prism, which is 4. So 7 times 3 is 21, times 4 is 84. So this would be 84 centimeters cubed. And there we go. So here's a second example. We have a triangular prism laying on its side. So the volume will be the area of the base times the height of the prism. Now the formula for the area of a triangle is the base times height of the triangle divided by 2 times the height of the prism. Okay, so here we go. The base of the triangle is 3. The height is 1.5 over 2 times the height of the prism, which is 4. So if we put that in a calculator, 3 times 1.5 divided by 2 times 4, we get 9 centimeters cubed. And there we go. So here's two examples for the volume of a prism. Let's go on to the next set of examples. Next set of examples is about cylinders, and the formula is pi r squared times h. So here we have a cylinder. So we copy down the formula pi r squared h, and we know that the radius there is 3 squared times the height, which is 4. We'll plug it in the calculator. So second pi times 3 squared times 4 gives us 113.0973, which we rounded to 113.1. Please remember, if the problem doesn't state, then you round to the nearest tenth, and this would be centimeters cubed. So there we go, our answer for this particular problem. Here we have another cylinder. The cylinder is slanted, but still we do have a height right here, and we do have the radius. Okay, now the height we have here, but is undefined because it says h, so we need to find it. So we know that this is 13, so this must be 13. So right there we have a right triangle, so we can use Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. The hypotenuse would be 13, and then the other side would be the height squared plus 5 squared. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides, so the 5 goes away. We get h squared equals 13 squared minus 5 squared. We take the square root of both sides, so this would be h equals, let's see here, square root of 13 squared minus 5 squared equals 12. So there we go. We have the height. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to find the volume, which is pi r squared times h. We have the radius, which is 4, And the height we just found out to be 12, so we're going to plug it in there. And let's plug it in. Second pi 4 squared times 12, and we get 603.1858. And if we're going to round to nearest tenth, this would be 603.2 inches cubed. And there we go. Here we have in the next page, and we're going to talk about pyramids now. The formula is 1/3 area of the base times height. So here we have, we'll plug it in the formula, and the base of this pyramid is a square, which the formula is base times the height of the pyramid. So this would be 1/3, the base is 8, the height is 8, and the height of the prism or the pyramid is 10. We put that in the calculator. Let's see what we get. And we get 213.3333, which we rounded to 213.3 feet cubed. Very well. Let's go on to the next problem here. Next problem, we have a triangular pyramid. We also notice that this side here is 90 degrees, so that means this would be our height of the pyramid, okay? And this would be your base of the pyramid, which is a triangle, and we have the height. The only thing we don't have is the base of the triangle here. But we notice that these two sides are the same, so therefore these two sides will be the same. So we can call it x and x. And so basically, we have a triangle there, which is a right triangle. We know that this is 8. We know that this is 4. And let's call this x. So using Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. We know that 8 is the hypotenuse. And then the other two sides would be x squared plus 4 squared. We're going to subtract 4 squared from both sides. So that 4 goes away. So we get x squared equals 8 squared minus 4 squared. And then we take the square root of both sides. So this would be x equals, let's see what we get. Second square root of 8 squared minus 4 squared. And we get x equals 6.9282. Very good. Remember, we're doing all this because we're going to find the volume, which is area of the base times height. The area of the base is a triangle, so this would be base times height divided by 2 times the height of the pyramid. So we found this x here, we need to find the whole base. So the base will be equals to 2x. So it would be 2 times 6.9282. So the base is 6.9282. It would be 13.8564. So the base of the triangle is 13.8564. The height of the triangle here is 4. And the height of the pyramid is 12. So now that we have all that, let's plug it in. So 1/3 times 13.8564 times 4 divided by 2 times 12 gives us a total of 110.852, which will round to 0.9, and this would be centimeters cubed. So there we go, the volume for this pyramid. All right, let's go on to the next two examples. Now we're going to talk about cones, and the formula is 1/3 pi r squared times h. So basically, this lesson has been about the formulas and how to use them properly. So basically, the way I like to do is write down the formula and then just plug it in the information that you have. So in this case, I have the radius, which is 6, and the height, which I don't have because the height is this one. But that's no problem because I can use Pythagorean theorem, because I have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. My hypotenuse is the 10, so that means the other two sides must be a and b. To get the x alone, I'm going to subtract 6 squared from both sides. So I have x squared equals, we're going to take the square root, 10 squared minus 6 squared. So that means x equals, let's take a look. All right, and we get 8. So right there, we know that our height right there is 8. So let's put it there. And then let's find the answer. So it'll be 1 divided by 3 times second pi times 6 squared times 8. And we get a volume of 301.6 centimeters cubed. And there we go. All right, let's go to our final example. Again, the formula is 1/3 pi r squared times h. We know that the radius here will be 6 and the height would be 30. So let's plug that in. So it'll be 1/3 pi. The radius is 6 squared times the height, which is 30. All we have to do is plug it in the calculator. 1 divided by 3 times second pi times 6 squared times 30 gives us 1,131, and this would be inches cubed. So there we go. This is our final answer. So today we learned the different formulas for the volume of different geometric figures. So I hope this video is helpful. Thank you very much for your time and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.